What's up, A-listers?
Sisters.
And today we are here at... Where are we?
Okay, we're at Camp John Hayes picnic grounds today, and it's of course you guys can see that it's a very sunny day today, and we thought why not have a picnic today, guys?
Yes, and together we are joined by our members here from A Plus Productions also. Koi guys!
Hi!
And of course, guys, you can introduce yourselves. Again, I am Chino.
Yes, and I'm Jazz.
I'm Angela.
I'm Ren.
I'm Ellie, and
I am Ina.
yeah.
Wow! Talaga nga naman, it's such a sunny day today. And I think, just like what Jazz said, it's such a fitting day for us to have a picnic outside. And today, we have food here that really showcase what Baguio is, right, in essence.
Yes. So with this is our airing of our special episode for Huwebes in celebration of Calm at 55, right, Chino?
Yes, that's so right, Jazz. And we are so excited also to eat these food along with our production members as well. Kaya guys, excited na ba kayo kumain?
Yeah!
Yan, mukhang gutom na ang team natin. So I think we should start eating na, no? And but before that, I think we should show also our viewers kung ano ba ang pinipare natin
Yes,
today.
of course.
Okay, so each team, guys, by the way, we assigned each team to prepare a meal for the whole team. So, sige, so yung sa food team, ano bang prepare nyo, guys?
Food team.
Food teams.
Ayan.
Go Ren. Okay, so first we bought Kintoman rice.
Wow.
Yan. Very Cordilleran rice yan. Sarap, di ba? And what else, Ren? What else did
So
we
we
get?
also got here, what is this?
Pinapaitan.
Pinapaitan.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Show to the camera, pinapaitan.
Together with the
And
soup.
for the food, what is this? This is?
That's mix.
Mix.
Pork mix.
And the
And
last one
Lastly,
is?
we have that's tinuno.
Yes, tinodo.
Correct.
Okay, so guys, we're already done with our food team. So we saw what they brought today.
Yes.
So how about for our desserts team? Can you guys
Yes.
just walk us through what you guys got for us today?
okay, also Angela, what do you think? Sorry. Can you share to our listeners what did we get for this food showcase?
First and foremost,
Ano?
we got this like sa market, like yung tigo 100, tapos marami na siya. Sa Baguio kasi uso yung ganun. So,
Yeah.
this one is peanut and
Brittle.
sesame brittle.
This one's also a peanut brittle but in a different font naman, guys.
Yeah. And eto, crinkles.
Green
Then this one's a Choco Flakes.
chocolate.
Then eto yung kung saan sikat yung Baguio lengua.
Tapos meron din kaming Elphaba na lengua. Which is green.
And
Ayan.
also our parang surprise box ng dessert.
Yes!
Sino? Can you introduce it?
Ayan, we have cream puffs from Victoria's Bakery. Ayan guys, if you guys are not familiar, sikat din ng Victoria's here sa Baguio. Ayan, it's usually like the go-to pasalubongs for most tourists here. Ayan guys, excited na ba mag-iyak?
For
the drinks.
Ayan, for the...
Before we go on to our chow time, sige, introduce natin, Ina, ano yung mga drinks natin today?
Well, syempre, we bought something na medyo light lang. Etong fruit juice. And then, for this one, since ikaw ang bumili, why don't you?
So guys, although unfortunately we cannot be able to drink this due to our city ordinance,
Yes.
pero we
Yes.
appreciate our sponsors for this wine. So we have this Montañoso one, yung Bugnay, if you guys know what this is. We got this from Panchipalat.
Wow! Truly, everything na nasa table natin speaks so much about Baguio, right? Kaya naman, sige guys, chow time na! Sige guys, go.
Recording, mom.
Ayan. So, yan, what are you guys looking forward most to eat dito sa table natin while we are getting food naman? Sige, let's start with Angela. Right, paikot.
I think eto. Anong tawag dito earlier?
Tinono.
That's tinuno.
Tinuno. Kasi I think hindi ko pa siya natitikman. Although nung nagpunta kami sa Igorot Igorot's Cafe, meron na ito, pero hindi ko pa natitikman. So I'm really excited na matikman to kasi parang first time ko. So yeah, earlier ikaw ba?
Ako, syempre, favorite ko kasi yung lengua de gato sa mga dessert ng Baguio.
Yes.
Kaya, I can't wait to finish my meal and then proceed to the dessert.
Yes.
So, what about you, Ina, of course?
Ako gusto ko sana talagang tikman yung wine.
Wine.
Pero
Parang di
namiss ko
mahirap.
yung lasa ng peanut brittle din kasi lagi din itong pasalubong sa amin nung bata kami. So yun, ngayon ko lang siya ulit titikman. How about you, Ren?
Me, Gusto ko yung dessert ng Victoria.
Oh.
Because I love
Galaway na siya.
sweets.
What flavor?
The matcha one.
Oh.
For me, I'm very excited to try yung tinuno. Kasi like, the last time we tried it, kasama ko sila, Earlio, si
Yes.
Francina,
Yes.
si Ina. Ang sarap niya from Montañosa lunch and everything.
Chef's
So,
kiss.
I can't wait to revisit that today.
Yes.
Yes. Ako naman personally, what I'm looking forward most to eat here, yung pinapaitan. Because, yun guys, it has become one of my comfort meals here lang din naman sa Baguio. And, yun, I think it's such a go-to meal that most establishments here in Baguio really offer it to. And, last yung natin kalimutan nating camera person here. Ano ba ang nilook forward mo kainin? Kahit from the behind na lang.
Go from the behind.
Lahat.
Lahat daw.
Dahil dyan.
Lalaps na tayo,
Lahat din.
guys. Ayun, guys. So, initial rating, how do you feel about our food? Masarap naman.
Go, Angela.
Sobra.
Taste test pa lang.
How is it?
Parang worth it na hindi ka nagtanghalian.
True.
What is this again?
Mix.
Mix.
Yeah.
Guys,
Balita ko, this is for the celebration of common.
Oh,
Yes.
So with that, guys, heads up, COM is celebrating 55 years
Happy
and
birthday!
SMU. And of course, yung mga COM students, all of us are really excited na ipakita yung skills namin, especially for these advocacies, yung mga ibang groups din and everything.
Yes,
So,
guys. And also, please don't forget also to support all of the other productions that are
Yes.
currently having different ganaps online and even on ground. I heard some of them are even on ground right now, right, guys? Especially Evergreen Productions, guys. Ayun. So, yan parang ang sarap nga ng mga kinakain natin, everyone, right?
True. So, ano guys, habang kumakain tayo, let me guys ask you, so like, in your own perspective, paano mo i-explain yung Baguio food experience to someone na hindi taga Baguio?
Yeah. And this is not just limited with what we're having today. This is like we're speaking also here, like food experience natin in the last 3 years of us residing here in Baguio. So sige, sa side niyo naman mauna.
Sige. On my side, I would explain Baguio as very cultured kasi very cultured place, especially sa food, and you can tell that the local establishments here really put in their heart when it comes to producing yung mga pagkain, ganon, and they really want to make sure na yung mga customers nila or yung mga consumers nila is they get the essence of what Baguio is actually all about.
Yeah, that's so true, Jazz. I really like what you said there, no, that the locals really put so much heart and effort in what they put into the table.
Yeah.
Next!
I would like to hear what Earlio has to say.
Sige, Erlio.
I'm still chewing my food.
Okay, we'll go back with her later. Ayun, sige. Who's down? I think Ina is down to go up next.
I think she's down.
Sige. Siguro aside from the food itself, as someone who nakakain na sa kinainan natin noon, Katipunan and Montañosa. It's actually very good to experience eating with the locals talaga. And then with those from other parts of the Cordilleran region. Kasi at first parang medyo intimidated pa kami noon na pumasok doon kasi kung iisipin mo rin, bakit sila nandun? Bakit may mga student doon kumakain? But after nun, wala. Ang maiisip mo na lang talaga is kung gano'n napakasarap ng pagkain and the experience and everything. It was actually very surreal.
Ay, grabe yan ah. Ayun totoo, I really like also what she said. Kasabi nga diba ni Anthony Bourdain, diba? It's best for us to go to like where the locals really eat. Sabi nga diba, be a traveler and not a tourist. Totoo yun, diba?
True. I believe din na Baguio's cuisines, like especially within the past year, na super eye-opening with this advocacy and mga production namin. Like personally, I experienced yung mga food na they use really simple ingredients pero buhay na buhay talaga yung lasa. And I should really commend din yung mga people here na they have this sort of culture na they want outsiders to know what their culture is all about, na parang hindi nila gine-gatekeep, and they want people to understand what Baguio really is all about. Hindi lang puro strawberry yung Baguio, guys.
Yeah.
Hindi lang puro ube jam ang Baguio. There's so much other flavors sa Baguio if you get to really know the culture itself. Ayun. What do you have to say, Angela?
Sige. For me naman, ang since from baba din ako and parang hindi masyadong maanong mga prutas doon and mga gulay masyado aside from sibuyas. I think ang pinaka gusto ko yun sa Baguio is like yung mga fruits nila. As someone na mahilig sa fruits, para kasi nung first na tumapa ako sa market, parang ngayon lang ako nakita ng ganun na variety ng mga fruits and also yung parang dito sa Baguio parang parang inililift nila yung mga farmers. So I really love that kind of idea na parang ang nag-lift sa Baguio is ang mga farmers natin. So like, 'di ba? Like ang mga products nang bumula naman talaga yung mga materials natin is galing naman talaga sa mga farmers. So parang feeling ko doon ako mas malapit doon sa thought na 'yon. So yun lang, yun. Ikaw ba, Ren? Kailan ba?
Sige.
Sumubo.
Okay naman, for me, what I love about Baguio food is the variety and the rich culture nga sabi ni Justin kanina that they have. So kasi many of us, kapag puna tayo ng Baguio, we always look sa scenery, for strawberry, and for those normal things na we know as a normal tourist. Pero going here and studying here, it could really change our perspectives, lalo na sa mga food culture ng Baguio. With our advocacy, tinulungan tayo nito na to explore more na meron pa palang mga ganitong pagkain sa Baguio na preserved. And not just that, but also fused with fusion sa mga bagong restaurants that we have right now.
Yeah, that's so true. And I really appreciate everybody for being so game in this advocacy, no? I mean, it's not difficult. I mean, it's difficult also to step out of our comfort zones, especially with food. Kasi diba, on a day-to-day basis, we don't get to eat this as part of our dietary plans or like, by yung usual rotations natin for our meal. So again, guys, thank you so much, guys, also for being down for our advocacy. Okay, last, si Erlio.
Ayan. Ayan, guys. Nalunok ko na yung ninunguya ko. Ayan. So, syempre, what I love best about Baguio cuisine, Baguio food, I'm going to be like very personal. Pero kasi, I feel like these foods, the papaitan, the tinuno, and the mix-mix, in my own words, no, ano sila, makatito. Ganun yung vibe sa akin ng mga pagkain na to. Makatito sila na when you think about it, parang mga pulutan vibes, mga ganyan. And I love that for the Baguio, the Cordilleran cuisine, no? Kasi kahit na ganun yung vibes nila, makatito, pang pulutan, ganyan, they can be enjoyed by everyone, all shapes, all ages especially, di ba? And lalo na kaming college students na, just like what Chino said, na hindi naman usual kinakain namin to, di ba? Pero ngayon, we get to try these foods and masaya siya. And you should try it, guys. Too. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yun, I really commend everybody for everyone's reflections.
Yeah, reflections. Sige,
Yeah.
habang kumakain pa tayo, I would like to ask everyone, if people could take away something from A+, what would be your takeaway? Anong na-learn mo sa A+? Everything. Takeaways niya from A+. Yung lima to. Sige, ikaw muna, Chino.
Ano ba? Siguro ang takeaways ko lang din for A+ is that siguro yan, relating again with Anthony Bourdain and I'm really a huge fan of him, diba? Parang let's always be open to culture because again, we like Baguio itself, it's a very rich place and it's not, again, like what everybody said earlier, it's not only limited to ube jams or what or the likes na parang items that are already associated with Baguio. Kaya naman, I also learned lang din, another takeaway is that Baguio has so much more to offer, diba? With the fusion concepts that are already prevalent among restaurants, ganyan. And yeah, it's really exciting to see what Baguio will be in a few years' time, diba? With these concepts ahead of us lang din. Sige, kayo ba, guys?
Ako naman, ang takeaway ko dito sa A+ is like, food is really a part of culture. Like, it connects people talaga. Kasi pag sa hapagkain, katulad nito, we talk about things, we get to know people, ganun. Parang nalalaman natin na parang, para kaya sa akin, kung anong kinakain mo, parang nire-reflect din yun kung ano ka as a person. Parang like,
Yes, that's true.
parang like,
Actually,
kung kung ano yung hilig mo, ganun, parang mas kung ako, kunyari, si Chino ang gusto niyang gantong prutas, ganito, ganito. So parang, mahilig ka sa ganito. Parang, yun na yung way mo para malaman yung mga tao sa paligid mo. So I think, A+, taught me na parang, to get to know people is to get to know what they eat. Parang,
Yes! Ang galing.
Oh my God.
Art card.
so yun. Ikaw ba, Erlio?
Pang ending sa vlog.
Very, ang ganda nung sinabi niya. And to add to that, di ba?
Mapansin.
Sabi nga nila, you are what you eat.
Pang quote.
You are what you eat. So, if you eat tinuno, you are tinuno.
You are crunchy.
You are country.
So, ayun. Totoo. I agree kay Angela, no? Food connects people. And when we eat together like this, suddenly we forget that sometimes we hate each other.
Uy, no. We love each other. We love each other.
That's very wrong. Happy come at 55. Food has magic in it. Food is magic itself.
Magic sarap.
And food is love.
Wow.
Okay, thank you for that, Arlio.
Ang ganda naman ng mga sinabi nila. Siguro siguro I have something to learn din from sa mga nakikita ko sa mga social media campaigns din namin. Sa mga feedback na natatanggap namin. Kasi, yun, parang
Forward, yeah.
eating really connects people. Kasi, yun din sabi ni earlier na kahit, kumbaga kung hindi okay yung samahan nyo or hindi kayo magkakakilala. Pero, dun sa comments pala, magtatanong kung, uy, saan yan? Parang gusto din namin puntahan. Walang boundaries, kumbaga. Parang, nagiging free topic kasi ang food. So,
Yeah.
it's for everyone and it's really something to promote. Yeah, something like that. And,
And what?
what's your key takeaway?
I think my key takeaway with this advocacy is that it allows us to de-stress for a moment.
True.
Kasi we never knew that food can also heal. And also, kasi kapag kumakain tayo, parang yung focus natin ay nasa food. And parang wala tayong iniisip na ibang matters or variables from our life. Kaya food heals talaga for
Ano yung takeaway ko from A+ is that food is an expression of love.
True.
Like, you know, you get to know a person, like what Angela said, you get to know a person through the way that they eat or what they eat or how they cook or what they cook. So, and I've learned that food is a gesture of love itself because from, for example, yung mga guests na na-feature, yung mga establishments na na-feature na namin sa A+, we get to know that their food is a labor of love. Kumbaga na yung their food is hindi lang basta-basta na niluluto, pero they put in actual effort to produce that kind of food na dapat ganito ang lasa, dapat ganito ang presentation, dapat ganito. It's so specific and you can see na they really put thought into what they want people to taste sa food nila. And I really think that's like what makes us human when it comes to pagkain. It is our human nature to put love into what we want people to see about us.
Yes.
Ayun.
And I think also with what you said, I really like the na parang I think it's time for us also to honor those who work behind these meals, like the preservation of everything. Because again, it's not easy, no, to keep these cuisines alive. Pero yun yung saling lahi na yun, di ba, pag naisip natin. And up until today, it's still prevalent and present, no? And yun, nakakatuwa lang din seeing that yun, here in Baguio City, okay?
So, what do you think about the whole concept of food and storytelling? Food and storytelling, since, I mean, as comm students, di ba, storytellers tayo. So, what do you guys think about it?
Sige, start ulit tayo sa dulo.
hirap
Nag-iisip pa po.
Ako din.
Mag-isip muna tayo. Food and storytelling. To be honest, on top of my head right now is Mom K.
Yes.
We all think of her when we hear of
Food writing.
food plus
Storytelling.
storytelling. And that's food writing. That's Mom K for you
One
guys. Ikaw, Ina, anong thoughts mo while we're chewing our food?
Dahil din ang sabi ko kanina, food is a free topic because food is very relatable. So, kumbaga kahit magsulat ka lang ng simple na anything, i-describe mo yung kung anong taste niya, kung saan siya mabibili. I feel like that's already storytelling. I-describe mo kung anong experience mo. And that's something, gaya ng sinabi ni Ma'am Kay dun sa podcast episode 2 ng Between Bites, there's no better way to preserve memory than to write it. And that is the same with experiencing food. So we should do food writing more. We should storytell our food experiences. Yeah, because malay nyo, gusto rin palang malaman na ibang tao yung experience mo. It's something not only to keep but also to share.
Yeah, and also I find it interesting how just like how we experience other things, we also experience food differently in different ways, diba? Maybe for some this food is it's masarap or maybe for some it's tumaalat, diba? Iba-iba tayo ng taste pero at the end of the day, we have that story to tell that ito yung experience ko sa food na to. Ito naman yung sa akin. Even if magkakaiba tayo, it's still a story to tell.
Yeah.
And that's storytelling.
Sa akin naman, yung food kasi parang nag-bring siya ng nostalgia.
Oo!
Nostalgia sa atin. Like, kaya minsan, parang pag minalasahan kang ganito, parang may lasa siyang ganito. Lagi tayong ganon. Kaya parang, yung thought na yun na yung parang build up natin para makapag-create ng story. Kasi, every thought is a story. You can create something out of a thought.
Ay, ang galing.
Actually, totoo lang. Kasi like, pag iniisip ko na parang food, simula bata tayo, kumakain na tayo. So every single day na may natitikman tayo na parang nag-a-adapt yung sa experience natin as a person. And pag tumanda na tayo, we will still remember that kind of experience, that feeling. Kasi yung food, hindi lang siya feeling more on like, pag di siya nawawala, kasi pag natikman mo ulit, babalik ulit sa'yo lahat na parang memory flashback, parang gano'n. Kaya for me, yung food writing is like more on walking through sa mga nataranasan mo, mga experiences mo, kasi parang alongside with your food, meron kang na-feel that time. So yeah, that's what it is to write about food. Yeah. What about you, Chino?
Ang galing na, daming key takeaways nun. Hindi, pero from, yun nga Pero coming from everybody's takeaways lang din, naisip ko, parang food itself is already a form of story writing di ba? Parang, storytelling agad Kasi parang, in ways, the moment that we experience something, particularly with food, parang it's already a form of us storytelling nang din, di ba? We easily share it with people that we love or we know, ganyan, or we rave good things about it lang din naman. Kaya I also was affirmed that food itself is a form of story writing. Storytelling, sorry.
Yes, I really agree with what you said. No? Yung food itself is already a whole story. It's you find the story in the flavors, the nostalgia niya. And sige, I'll start with one of my most vivid food memories here na it really tells a story like, okay, so recently, for context, me and Francine visited yung Batil Patong dun sa Aurora na super, and kasama si Ina pala, super duper masarap yung pagkain dun. Like kahit yung specialty nila is just yung pansit Batil Patong and pansit Kabagan. It was so nostalgic kasi yung food memories na na-strike sa brain ko at the time is nung freshman year namin na I would go out with my friends to get Batil Patong after a stressful day ganon, and I can until now nalalasahan ko pa rin yung the bite of the onions ganon, how the eggs taste when it's mixed with the noodles. Kaya nga it's really nostalgic in itself. Kaya nga every time I go to that place parang it strikes a memory na I was here before, tapos parang in-enjoy ko talaga yung feeling na ganon. Ikaw ba, Ren? What do you think is your favorite food memory inside or outside Baguio?
I am very annoyed at this
Hindi ako muna. Siguro this is not from my personal favorite food memory, but I think it was from other people's other person's food memory. I remember when we did Webes, I think 2 months ago. It was I think Ren's first time to try pinapaitan. Tapos kumbaga it was really parang happy for me, like a fulfilling moment for me to see someone experience something for the first time. Na parang makikita niyo someone like him is like elated to try something new, ganon. And it is a different form of fulfillment lang din when you see someone like that in like your first hand experience lang yun naman. So yun lang guys.
I think for me, yung ano ulit, yung sa
Food memory.
food memory. I think yung pagbababa ko ng mula dito sa Baguio hanggang sa province ko, I get to tell my mom that I ate this, I ate that. I like na parang hindi lang ako yung nakaka-experience kasi nakakwento ko siya sa ibang tao na parang ay ganito pala yung lasa. As someone na walang ganun sa baba, yung mga food here, parang achievement sa akin na parang, mama, ito yung nakain ko doon sa taas. Parang it's something na I can be proud of. And also, parang it's yung culture dito, nabibring ko sa baba, nabibring ko sa family ko, na mumulat ko sila sa parang may culture na ganito sa Baguio and all. Like, it's about sharing talaga. Food is about sharing.
Yeah.
And it's actually parang pasa-pasa na siya eh. Pasa-pasang thought, pasa-pasang experience. And actually, yun nag-build up na parang, dun pala about yung food and all. So yun lang, yun yung pinaka parang gusto kong memory every time na bumababa ko sa, parang here sa Baguio. So yeah, ikaw Erlio, are you ready?
It's my turn. Na-realize ko guys, parang yung mga sagot ko, inspired sa mga sagot ni Angela, no? Kasi, based sa answer niya, or while I was listening to her, naalala ko si mother ko rin dahil nung first time kong kumain sa Katipunan, sinabi ko sa kanya, sabi ko kumain po kami ganito, pinakita ko yung mga kinain namin, tinuno, papainin, pinunag. May sapilita nga. I told her about it. And for context kasi, she's abroad and matagal na siya talagang hindi nakakain ng mga ganitong pagkain. Tapos nung sinabi ko sa kanya, sabi niya, itry natin when I'm there. Or when I get home, sabi niya gano'n. Tapos nakakatuwa yun kasi alam ko she's been craving Filipino foods talaga na lasang Pinoy. Kasi although may Filipino foods abroad, it doesn't taste like home.
Yeah.
Diba? Iba ang lasa ng lutong Pinoy.
Yeah.
So, nakakatuwang ibalita sa kanya yun and makatanggap ng reply from her na sabihin niya na itry natin yan soon. And, ayun, food bonds family. Parang ganun. Food is family. Hindi nagsasabi. Okay, next. For our next speaker.
Yes, I truly agree din kay Angela and kay Ellie.
Yung sa'yo.
Yun na yun.
I truly agree with that. Yung first vlog ko din noon, is kinunect ko din siya dun sa in-betweens ng taste buds ko din. Nung na-savor ko pa yung luto din ng mother ko, who's also in abroad na rin right now. Ayun, so, yeah, yung mga foods here in Baguio talaga, nung first time ko din na-try yung sinasabi nga ni Chino kanina, I was actually dumbfounded. Sabi ko nga, oh my God, so parang yung taste na to is parang familiar siya, pero it's a different flavor. It's the same feeling, like it has a mother touch in it. Parang meron siyang love dun sa pagluluto na na-feel mo when you taste it. So yun, I really love how food connects people, how it relates to your past, and how it continuously comforts you in the present.
Food is comfort.
Oh, Jess.
Okay, I would like to, insert na din na, here sa A+, every week, may Webest kami ganun, and we always are out to try new foods. And yung single Webest na na me and Sen did, na kasama ata si Chino and Ren, and we went to this one place na feature ni yung Bacareta House dun sa Mang Ed's Bacareta House. Guys, I kid you not, like yan yung first time na narinig akong salita na Bacareta, na sabi ko, oh wow, magkaiba pala yung kaldereta sa Bacareta. And as a person who didn't grow up here in the Philippines, it was a really eye-opening experience din na kala ko, it's just something na, if I hear caldereta, okay, it's just beef and tomato sauce. Nothing really special. Until we went there, tapos, we went there and we ordered their, Bacareta. I kid you not, guys, I shed a literal tear. Like, unang kagat pa lang, parang nag-water na bigla yung eyes ko kasi, legit. It was that memorable, guys. And, ayun, I just love that food memory dito sa A+.
You love food, crinkles.
Green lengua. Pwede mo tikman
Miss Alpha ba?
Thank you.
Matcha?
Parang direct yung sa may showtime, yung pinapakita, direct.
Correct.
So, but Chino, you have anything else to add?
Saan yung mic?
Ay,
Sorry.
kumakain na yung mic.
I was looking for the mic. Hindi. Ayun lang din. Parang, ayun, I think everybody, like, food memory is such a universal thing lang din naman. Di ba? Na parang, at one point of our lives, parang we realize that, when we, like, after we try something, di ba, we are always reminded, saan natin to na-try, ganyan, lang din. And I think that really speaks so much about how food really is like an integral topic, not just personal, but also like as a culture and as a whole, diba? So, moving forward, guys, so, where do you think food places itself lang din naman in Baguio tourism? Na parang, what role do you think food plays in Baguio tourism?
That's a tough question.
Sige, unahan ko na.
May family.
Wala ko naman nakaisip.
May
Kumbaga,
family.
ako naisip ko lang din naman na parang with like having food, like in like the tourism scene in Baguio City, I think it's also a key driver lang din naman. Because if you think about it, tourists come here and at the same time, of course, they eat. And what places do you think could we refer them to, di ba? And that speaks so much about our advocacy here lang din naman sa AWAS. So, yun, that's for me.
I feel like sa Ino.
Sige, sige na.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. So, yun lang yung sasabihin ko. Hindi, joke. Siguro, putting myself in the shoes of tourist na lang siguro.
Sapatos.
Size 11.
Size 7 pa ako.
Piririwan.
Kasi siguro it's important as someone promoting food tourism to actually do that para maintindihan mo kung paano nag-work yung utak nila. Kasi kapag pupunta ka sa ibang lugar, marami yung mga places dito sa Pilipinas, di ba, na parang pupuntahan mo siya only for the view. Pero kasi dito sa Baguio, iba rin kasi yung hatak talaga ng mga pagkain. Kasi iba talaga yung mga pagkain dito compared sa iba't ibang lugar. Sa amin kasi, kunwari, it's not that cultured in a way. So, syempre yung mga pagkain doon is same sa mga pagkain na makikita mo sa Manila and other places. Pero dito kasi sa Baguio, there's a lot of, yun nga, sabi ko kanina, diversity when it comes to food. So, yun yung something talaga na role ng food dito sa Baguio. It's not only aesthetic or anything, it's very marketable. Something na nakahanap ng tourism. Sino pang candies?
Ayun, sige.
Sige. I think, yun din, yung since maraming ang foods dito na pwede pang ma-discover ng mga tourists, gusto rin namin na parang i-realize sa mga tao na parang yun nga, Baguio is not all about strawberries. Like, hindi lang naman strawberry ang kayang kayang ibigay ng Baguio. And also, para kasing nag-feature kami ng mga underrated something. Minsan, nagbibigay kami ng parang light, ay, may ganito palang food. Napati kami, nag-google kami, ay, may ganito palang food. Na parang, gusto namin gano'n na parang, yun nga, ako din naman, hindi ko masabing local ako. As a tourist din, since ilang taon na naman natin sa Baguio. Parang, yun, parang, habang dinidiscover ko yung mga food dito, doon ko na-realize na parang, so mas marami pa palang kaya i-offer nga ang Baguio. Hindi lang puro strawberry farm. Like, sa Katipunan, pwede ka magpunta, marami kang ma-realize doon, na parang, you can meet Baguio at its best when you eat here na. Yun. So, yun. Yun ang sa akin. Sino na?
Dagdag ko na din na dahil doon, pwede kang bumisita anytime you want actually kasi malaki yung Baguio.
Yeah.
And yun nga, diba? Wala lang sa Burnham lahat ng kainan, wala lang sa SM. Punta ka sa Katipunan, punta ka sa saan pa ba, sa mas malalayong lugar. Kung hindi kaya ng isang araw, edi punta ka next time. Ganun yung doon. For the food, not only for the food.
Ay, ayun din. May at pa ako. Hindi kasi like, parang, marami na kasing, uso na kasi ngayon ang kapitalismo, no? So, kapitalismo.
Copyright.
Pero kasi, like, is parang, it's time to give light naman sa ating mga karinderias. Kasi di ba,
Give light.
parang maraming mga tao na parang, they tend to judge karinderias just because of like their places, ganito ganyan. Like, we don't do that here in A+. Like, we recognize the potential in every food. Like, in every places, in every time, each time, anywhere, like, we will go there just to have a taste of what's the best.
Webes.
Pero yun lang, kasi yun lang parang, I think, since kasi mostly mga tourists, parang nag-go sila sa mga mamahalin agad na restaurant. Like, why don't you try? Yun naman yung sa maliliit. Why don't we try to support local businesses, small businesses, na parang, kasi they serve naman the quality and even the quantity. It's very good. Like, they ate that. We ate that. They ate that. I didn't cook that. So, yun lang. Siningit ka pa kasi eh.
So, parang hindi ko na po maalala yung question.
Ako din.
Could you please
Pardon?
Ano pa ba? Why couldn't you have stayed calm for
Green yung
once?
bunga.
Green na siya, Ben?
Bibig ano pa ba?
Kulay green na raw yung bibig ko, guys. It's okay. I love green naman.
Yeah.
So, could you please refresh the question for me?
Like how our advocacy will be helping the tourists kanang ganun. Oh, what's the role of our
Role of food advocacy or cuisine in
tourism?
Of course, parang nasabi nyo naman na lahat. Pero, syempre, itong personal take ko naman, as someone who really loves the lengua de gato, di ba? Yan, balik na naman sa lengua de
Parang
gato.
halata sa
kasi
bibig
nga,
mo, mama.
Kulay green na nga yung bibig ko dahil sa lengua de gato. Ayan, sumot.
Meron pa?
Ayan. So, food, tourism. Kapag naisip mo na parang mag-crave ka ng lengua de gato, tapos may budget ka, tapos isipin natin pinagpala kang tao, ganyan. Tapos sabihin mo, "Ay, parang crave ako ng lengua de gato. Punta nga ako Baguio bukas." Ganon. Parang balikan ka lang. Pero,
Sabi.
ayun na yung mga kapitalismo na nga yung mga.
Kapitalismo.
Pero ayun, syempre, di ba? Talaga namang ang pagkain ay malagpas. Ano siyang masabi ba?
Kulit ni Doris Ligorno.
Salamat sa pakikinig.
When it comes to like gastrotourism, I think that's yung tamang term, gastrotourism. Na technical.
Gastoprop.
Gastroenteritis. Okay.
Ayun, when it comes to gastrotourism kasi, parang yung naalala kong example is yung ginagawa ng Thailand. Like, Thailand is already itself a culinary destination kasi may mga culinary chefs from Thailand who go out and they introduce their food to other places din. So, people associate Thai food with Thailand. One thing that about gastrotourism that I learned here, specifically in the context of Baguio dito, is like super in terms of not only here in Baguio pero kahit sa buong Pilipinas, we could do better when it comes to gastrotourism kasi I believe na yung Filipino food has something so unique about it. And kaya niyang i-attract mga visitors ganon, and I hope one day, maybe in the next 10 years, 5 years, ganon, the Philippines will become a culinary destination.
Ray Sandoz earlier.
Can I add something kasi
Yeah.
walang substance yung sagot ko kanina. So ayun, syempre if you are a tourist visiting Baguio, Jollibee, Chowking, those brands, meron na yan sa baba.
Yeah.
Diba?
Kapitalismo nga.
Ayun
It
na
all
nga.
circle back to
Ayun na naman.
Bakala.
Meron na yan lahat sa baba. So, you're going here to experience something different. So, why don't you try taste or try something different in terms of food din, di ba? Kasi kung gagastos ka na lang din ng 100 plus pesos para sa fast food, might as well gumastos ka ng worth the story to tell.
Pang-quotation na lang.
Yeah.
Niche. Find your niche.
Ayun. Find your niche.
Si Ren, wala pa na.
Oo nga. I feel like he has
Ayun na si
Gusto na nga yung-
spokesperson.
Here,
What's the question again?
Spokesperson.
how does Baguio's food sphere connect to its tourism? Ganon.
Again?
How does Baguio's food landscape,
Connect.
culinary landscape, connect to its tourism?
Ayun nga, sabi ko nga kanina, di ba?
Sinabi niyo.
Sinabi nila.
Sinabi pala nila. To sum up everything. To sum up everything that has been stated. 30 minutes? 3 minutes. Na lang?
Sige, go lang.
42 na tayo. Pero
Ay, oo nga, haba na. Sige, sige.
Panay tawas.
Sorry.
Ikaw pa naman yung
Ang haba na pala.
Oh.
Okay po. So,
Hindi, yun daw yung pang-intro.
so for that connects to to tourism landscape. Feeling ko food.
Na-distract na sa Na-distract na.
Ayusin mo.
Ako kunin na niya yun.
Ganun po yung rule ng tourism.
Na-distract
Ng food sa tourism.
Nag-distract.
Food is a form of distraction. Joke lang.
Correct.
Sabi nga ni Han kanina, nakaka-distress siya. Tignan niyo, nawala na siya ng focus. Hindi na siya nagkatrabaho.
Nag-RB siya. Hello? Nakatulog siya.
Flow state siya.
Sa sobrang distraction ng food sa akin, wala na. Kumakain na lang ako, di na ako nagsasalita.
Nag-RB
Wala nang
Nakita
input.
niya kasing matcha dito.
Wala nang input, no? Ayan, so kuha na kayo guys, habang sumasagot
Hands ko na pala
ako.
Ay, oo.
Dami ko na kain lengua.
Kuha na daw ko. May dalawa naman yung vanilla.
Yes. So for me naman,
Ay,
so
plain.
how
Ano yung
food
plain?
Gusto ko
Ay, gusto mo ba?
connects to Baguio tourism. Feeling ko, yun nga, it connects people. It connects the tourists around us.
May chocolate strawberry.
You can bite muna kahit.
Yes!
Ayun.
Pati kami na-distract. Parang sarap.
Oo,
Sabi
pati
ko,
ako
Ang sarap, guys.
Grabe, yung
May
sarap.
input pa kayo, guys.
Hindi ako, boses lang ako. Hindi. Ayun lang din, parang, just like what Jazz said earlier, na parang, the Philippines should definitely be like a culinary destination lang din naman talaga. Also, we're here to also to acknowledge din naman, di ba? Like with what happened like last year, di ba? Nung pumunta na yung Michelin guide here sa Philippines, parang that circled Philippines back on the map. Then na parang we could definitely do so much better here in the Philippines in presenting our food lang din naman. And of course, that also calls the support of the public lang din naman to continue to uplift these communities lang din. Yun. And again, this is not just limited to those who are a part of the food and beverage industry. This also encompasses also yung mga supplies natin, the agricultural sector and the likes lang din naman, that we should continue to support everyone in this advocacy. Yun lang. Sige guys, by the way guys, context, nasa may cream puffs na po kami.
Ay, super masarap siya.
Mahirapan si Zoe mag-edit ng 1 hour.
We love this, first time kong, it's my first time trying the cream puff from Victoria's Bakery. Super masarap pala. Super duper. I love this.
Hindi siya yung ano,
Oh my God.
like, the sweetness is so balanced.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, hindi siya nakakadayat.
Lumalabas na siya, guys.
Zoe? Kaya na yan ni Zoe.
So mag-outro na ba tayo?
Mag-auto na kaya ba kumakain?
Final thoughts na
Sige
lang.
guys, okay guys, so moving forward, for your final thoughts guys, baka may gusto kayong iiwan sa ating mga listeners.
What
Yung
is Baguio
basura
tourism in
dito.
one word?
Sige, ganun. Let's wrap it up. What do you think is Baguio tourism in one word?
Walang naisip. Sige, I'll start.
Walang explanation.
Baguio tourism is vibrant.
Oh!
Because what I said earlier, Baguio tourism has so many flavors to it, so many things to discover, and it's not just something
Balo.
two-dimensional. It's something that you have to experience yourself firsthand to understand what it's all about. And of course, Baguio's culture or Baguio's tourism still has a long way to go, but guys, with this advocacy, I believe we're already contributing to that.
Yes.
Ano ba yung Xiaolong Bao?
Ang daming sabaw, guys.
Hindi ako makapagmura.
Ang daming sabaw, guys.
Ay, okay, pwede move forward na. Guys, kasi parang Xiaolong Bao yung...
Ibig sabihin, hindi kami tinitipid.
Oh, kaya
Wala
naman.
Victoria
Guys,
Tiger
yun yung word ko, di tinitipid.
Parang unang kagat, hindi tinapay lahat.
Ayun, siguro sa akin naman, Baguio is...
Yung Baguio po, hindi Baguio lang.
sleepy. And then, I think Baguio is very, vibrant. Unique. Because, of all the, I try my best lang din naman to explore food in the different places I've been to. Parang, there's nothing really that beats Filipino food. As in, Filipino food on top, di ba nga, flavors on top. Kaya naman talaga, we should continue to support these establishments that champion heritage, culture, and yun, those likes. So, yun guys. Thank you.
Ako naman, Baguio is significant. Baguio is significant and relevant. Ay, one word lang pala.
One word nga lang.
Ay, one word lang. Baguio is significant. Kasi parang, parang kahit saang places, you will always remember Baguio. Once you've been here, you will always be here.
Yeah.
Yes. So, dito na next.
Ayan na naman, connected na naman sa sagot ni Angela yung sagot ko. Pero
Pwede
kanina
marumin
ko
yung kamay ko.
naisip guys ha. In my defense. Kanina ko pa ito naisip.
Ano?
Siyempre, in one word, it's memory.
Oh!
Whether it's good or bad, it's still memory. And memory is love. Ano love? May nagsasabi.
Coco Martin family is love.
Puro love na lang ang nasa isip niya. Happy Valentine's!
Palay.
Next, go.
Ako for me, Baguio tourism is
Sunset.
glocalized.
Oh!
I think kasi
Ano, kapatid?
from the term glocalized,
Yung mga kaya.
yung mga foods, sceneries, people, here, everything that makes up Baguio, it is all can compete globally, but can still attract local people, can still, ayun, parang we're still in our roots. Parang nandun pa rin siya sa roots of the past. Andun pa rin yung history ng culture of Baguio. But still, kaya pa rin niya makapag-compete in a global landscape.
Yeah.
So, to wrap it up.
To wrap it up.
Hindi ko kaya i-one word to guys.
Ay.
Kaya mo yan ate. Kinaya
Hindi,
namin.
like, to wrap it up na lang. Parang,
To wrap it
Baguio's
up.
tourism should be promoted but not exploited.
Ay!
Yun yung ano natin dun. Kasi nabuhay siya sa preservation, pero it still thrives in innovation.
Ay!
Yun yung mga words ko dun preservation and innovation. So, that is that is Baguio's tourism for me.
Yeah.
So ano nga siya one word?
Preservation?
Sige, give.
Okay.
Ayun guys, so that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Fue Best! Ayan guys.
See you again next time, A-listers. Thank you for joining us.
Bye guys!
Nabusog ako.
Nabusog.
Pa 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 para pa.